Hello, I just wanted to make this video on my experiences of going to the gym as a beginner. So, I'm at university at the moment, and at the start of this year, I had never been to the gym before, and just at this point now, I've got into like some sort of routine for a while of going to the gym, and I feel like when I first started, I've moved on in like some of the beliefs I had at the time. So I just wanted to go through that process and try to give some advice for people who want to, you know a bit more about what it's like going to the gym as a beginner. So the first like thing that I was worried about instantly when I first started going to the gym was what other people thought about me, because you go to the gym and there's all it's like, I'm at a university, so it's always really busy. There's always so many people working out, and I struggled at the start in finding my own space. And when I did find a space for myself, um, it I just didn't want people to be looking at me because it was my first time. I didn't want to, you know, people thinking that I had bad form or that I was lifting really light weights or anything like that. But I've realized now that just nobody thinks about that. When you go to the gym, you're just focused on your own workouts mostly. You're just thinking about how you can push yourself to like hit your maximum, um, and you don't really think about other people. You're in your own zone trying to get good results. So it's a mindset change that you have to do, um, which I've discovered now that even if you are doing something wrong, it doesn't matter. You're a beginner. You're not supposed to get everything right first time. Um, it's okay to make mistakes, and the faster you make mistakes, and the mistakes that you make are, the faster you'll improve. Um, so the second limiting idea that I had was probably I would spend so much time on my phone at the gym, probably more time on my phone than actually trying to do exercises, because I'd always try to find the best song to listen to. I'd scroll through all of my Spotify feed, trying to find like that best hardcore song that I can really like push myself to the max. And when you first start going to the gym, you really just want to try and make it like your perfect session every time, but it's just not possible. You have to just when you first start, you need to find out what your limit is, and get used to the exercises and try and do the right form, and that's it. I mean, now I go to the gym, I can like I just put my I have a gym playlist, but quite often I just shuffle through my light songs, um, and it doesn't really matter what song I'm listening to as long as I'm like kind of occupied, and it's a decent song. Um, what else? Oh yeah, look so. um, there's different sections in my uni gym. So I go through the door and then you walk round to the side and there's like a mirror section where all of the dumbbells are, all of the weights. And I was just terrified of this section at first because um, you're just on display next to everybody else who's working out. So you go and pick up the dumbbells and then there's benches where you can do um, you can do bench press or any other exercise that you want on the bench with dumbbells. But or you could just stand up and do like bicep curls. And I just hated the idea of doing that because you're just next to someone else who's probably because you've just started. Obviously, they're going to be bigger than you, more experienced, and you're going to be scared that you're doing the form wrong. You're worried that they're going to think that I'm not lifting very heavy weights. Nobody cares. Just get over yourself. You're here to improve yourself, and you're at the start of your journey. It's natural, um, and it's over time you will just become accustomed to the different areas of the gym where you need to go to train a certain area of your body. So it is just sort of practice and getting used to the layout and all the different exercises and stuff. Um, what I would say in terms of like form, because at the start I was like quite worried, like I don't know if I'm doing the exercises right, blah blah blah. Get the Strong app. Just like type in App Store Strong, STRONG, just like the word, and it comes up with an app. You can download it, and you can like look at all the different exercises, and it shows you like a guy standing there, and you can like play the little clip. It's like it's not even a real person. It's just like a model doing the exercise, and you can see like what part of the body the exercise emphasizes, what part of the body it's working. So I found that really useful for me, which is probably a reason why I spent quite a lot of my time with my phone as well, because I was just like kept on looking at like the exercise to make sure I was getting it right. Um, but now that I've been to the gym like quite a few times now, I've been asking the members of staff just at the front to help me with some form. Like I was doing um, crunches with the machine where you go forwards and back, and that works your core. And because there's um, braces, I guess, or like there's cushions under your arms where you have it like this, and then your like your tricep here is like on top of the cushion, and you like push it down this way. And I was doing that, and I've been doing like this exercise for like a few workouts, like quite a few workouts, and I realized that I just hadn't been like tensing my core the whole time. I'd just been using my arms to push it down. Um, I also was like unsure about my breathing, like because when I realized that I wasn't tensing my core when I tried to tense my core, um, I realized it's quite difficult for me to do it when I didn't have any air in my lungs. So I just if you're if you're not sure about something, just go and ask the gym staff because that's what they're there to do to help you. Um, I've got another funny story where um, when I when I first started going to the gym, I used to always use the calf raise machine where you stand up and there's a little um, platform where you put your heels up and down to work your calves. Um, and in the gym, I just hadn't noticed there was a seated one, and it like quite hurt my shoulders doing the standing one. So I decided to try the seated one for the first time. This was this week, or like it was a few days ago anyway. And I went and sat down at the this seated calf raise machine, and it wasn't a machine. You add weights yourself to it. There's already weights on there, so I thought fine. I would sit down and see how hard it is for my calves, and then decide if the weight should go up or down. And I sat down, and there was like um, the cushions that go um, above your legs that you push against when you move your heels up. Um, they it felt like really loose and didn't feel like comfortable. So um, and also when I tried to lift my heels up, it wouldn't do anything. So I stood up, like looked around the machine, like trying to work out how I can adjust it. Because in like most gym machines, you can adjust it so that it fits your height and um, things like that. So I saw there was a massive lever like in the center, and I pulled the lever, and the whole thing came crashing down to the floor because when you pull, how the machine is meant to work is you sit on the machine and the cushions are on top of your legs and you pull the lever, and at that point all the weight is on you, i.e. the machine makes it so that the weights are on top of your legs instead of in the like brace position. So I did this when I was standing up, so I wasn't sitting, so I just pulled the lever, it all fell down. And it was embarrassing. um, Everybody, because it made a massive noise, everybody was looking at me and nobody came to help. And I had no idea. I tried pulling it up and nothing happened. So I had to go to the front desk and admit my defeat and say, look, it's the first time I've been on this machine. I just broke it straight away. And they just laughed and came and fixed it for me. and showed me how it works with the lever. So you just need to try not to be worried at the gym. Um, People aren't looking at you, judging what you're doing. Everybody knows that the gym is a space where you're trying to improve how you look. So, and everyone starts at a certain place, so it's fine. Um, and just know that there will be embarrassing moments at the gym, and you shouldn't really be embarrassed about it. I was embarrassed about it, the weight going to the floor, but I'd much rather that happened than I just stayed during the standing calf thing because I felt my calves and I felt like a lot of benefit from going and understanding how this exercise works, instead of just being set in my ways and doing what I was doing the whole time. Um, the more mistakes you make and the bigger mistakes you make, as I said, um, the faster you will learn, and get better at the form. Another exercise that I did today that I've never done before is like the cable row. I was always do either the just standard rowing machine where it's more cardio, or the seated row machine, but it wasn't. It's one where you add weight. There's a little thing where you can put the weight in, and I just did that, and I didn't really feel like that was doing much. Um, I didn't think my form was right, so for the first time today, went and sat the cable one instead, where it's like quite close grip, metal handle. You just pull it close with your chest out, um, and I looks at the form on my phone. Did it wrong for the first set. I'm sure I did it wrong. Looked at the guy next to me who was on the other one. Saw that you're supposed to lean forward and then lean like you're rowing. I mean, seems obvious, but the thing, I'm quite a clumsy guy and just generally get things wrong, I suppose. Um, but I realized my mistake, and just you can get over it. You can just improve yourself by asking or just looking and seeing how other people do it. Watch videos, and it's great. This Yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to say. Thank you for watching this video. I'm going to be making some more specifically about how you can start going to the gym, um, if you want to, and it's a very good habit. I feel amazing after going to the gym, um, especially after like you do quite a. I mean, because when you first start, it's like a bit of a chore going to the gym, and then once you get into the routine of doing it, you feel like you start your day off well, and your day just continue to get better from there. Um, but I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope you gain some insight from my video today.